G'day trendsetters. We've had some wickedly wild westerly winter winds recently and it hasn't been much fun to get outside to make videos, but today has just been an absolute dream. And as the title of this video would suggest, to who flung dung or not to who flung dung? And the simple answer is absolutely. I've got a little patch here, it's about 3 meters by 1 meters. I'm at my work garden, and I've got broccoli and some little cabbage planted here. I planted probably a month ago now. We've had not quite an inch of rain on them, so they're looking really good. When I prepared the soil, I used a product by Searles. It's their 5-in-1. It's what I can't make a lot of compost here at work, so it's what I use when I can't get my hands on compost. It's got cow manure and all sorts of stuff in it. I'll leave a link in the comments below to it. It's really good. I think I would have only put 2 bags in here, forked it through a bit. I also would have added the rooster booster, the pelletized chicken manure, and that's probably about it. But now I think is an absolute great time to get some who flung dung on the cabbage and the broccoli. And pretty simple, probably about 1 inch thick. And what I normally do is I'll cut the bag, split it, put it in the wheelbarrow, and I've got a pair of gloves here. I think they're in the wheelbarrow. No, they're up the back there somewhere. I've got a pair of gloves because whatever's in this stuff, it doesn't cut your hands up, but it really roughs them up. So when you get home and you take your jumper off, fingers just stick to everything. So I like to put a pair of gloves on when I'm using it. But that's about it. I'll just give you a little fast forward time lapse of me spreading the who flung dung, and that's about it. It says here that it's biologically activated, nutrient rich, weed free, absorbent super mulch. I take it one step back on. I don't like the super part. It's a damn good mulch, but it's about that far short of being a super mulch in my mind. Still good, and these guys are going to love it. I'll come back in a month or 6 weeks and show you the results that we've gotten. But for now, I'll just halve the bag. Tip it all out. Whew. Put my gloves on. Just one other thing, I will probably mulch right up to the plant. It says on the packet not to do that. I don't think it will matter with cabbage and broccoli, but if it does, we'll find out. Because this will be the first time I've actually mulched cabbage and broccoli with who flung dung. So it's still a bit of an experiment, but it's one I'm fairly confident of getting good results from. And it's simply a matter, about 3 decent handfuls per plant, and away we go. Also, when I finish mulching, I'll give this a decent water to wash any nutrients and minerals back through into the soil, just to get that start, which you would do with any time that you normally mulch. Just one other thing while I'm thinking of it, I have read in several Facebook groups a fair bit of debate about whether to use who flung dung or whether not to use who flung dung. It's probably about 70%. This would be a very rough survey, but it's about 70% in favour and 30% go meh, and probably 5. That's 105%, isn't it? Anyhow, there's also a certain percentage you just can't be bothered. It's horses for courses. It won't work great on some soils. I think just out a little bit further out here on the black soils, it's not all that great. It does all right on our red soil here along the escarpment of the range area where I live. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Well, that was a little bit disappointing. On the packet it says it covers 4 to 8 square metres, and this is only 3 square metres, 4 at a real stretch. And I thought it would cover this little bed quite well, and I started off putting it on about 1 inch thick as I wanted, and I only got halfway and I realised it was going to run out. So I probably could have easily put another bag on this, which at $22 a bag, there's $44 for this little bed, so it's quite expensive as well. Anyhow, that'll have to do. We'll see what sort of results we get. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it helps my little world go around. And see you back here, in a day or two, but see you back here in the cabbage patch in 4 to 6 weeks, and we'll see what sort of results we get. We've got a little mini trial happening, I suppose. I've got it nice and thick here and it's a bit thin up there, so we can see if there's any sort of different results. But that's it. Anywho, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.